Hi, this is Dez Futak from dezfutak.com on day 29 of my 90-day Internet Marketing Challenge. I just want to spend the next couple of days talking to you about something that's very dear to my own heart at the moment in my business, and that is goal setting. Because at the end of the day, if you don't set goals, then you're going to fail to plan. There's a very it's a bit cheesy, I know, but if you fail to plan, then you plan to fail. And but I want to kind of get under the skin a little bit about this concept, because I think sometimes we think if we just kind of set goals, then it's just going to happen. But actually, what I'm really trying to get you trying to communicate with you today is it's not so much the goal setting, but the goal getting. At the end of the day, that's the important thing. So I'm just going to take you through a couple of things to do with mindset, because mindset is really key to success in anything in life. So although I'm talking in the context of business, I think really what I'm saying has a remit across the spectrum, really, whatever you're doing in life. So I just want to write up on the whiteboard behind me two statements which are very, very important. There's a very important difference between the two. And the first one is I can't. I'm not saying I can't write, by the way. Can you see that okay? I hope you can. So the first statement says I can't, and the second statement says how can I? So in the first, what we're doing is we're actually saying we cannot do this. It's not possible. And in the second case, what I'm saying is actually maybe it is possible. Okay, so maybe there are situations that you can change to make it possible. And as soon as you start asking the question, how can I, rather than I can't, then your brain starts working in the background and starts doing things that you never thought were possible in terms of new ideas coming and so on. And I think particularly if you mastermind with another person to answer that question of how can I, so if you're really not sure but you want to know the answer to the second question, then you stand a lot better chance of succeeding in whatever it is that you're struggling with. Now, I think the other thing I want to say to you is, imagine you are here, excuse the little stick diagram here, so here's you here, okay, and what you want to do is you want to get to your goal, wherever that is on this line. So let's say your goal is over here somewhere, and so I'll draw the goal, so here's a goal up here. This is some big goal in your life that you want to achieve, okay, so imagine that there's a gap between the two, as there usually is, otherwise you'd be at the goal and you'd be fine. So often we think that actually the most important thing is actually the destination, but as you can probably tell from what I'm about to say, quite often the journey that we take is far more important than the actual destination. And what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to stop it short of that final destination. Let's say you aim for some goal and you don't quite get it. You only get maybe 80 or 90% of the way there. So the question is, have you failed or have you not failed? Well, you failed in the sense that you haven't got to the goal. That's true enough. But actually, it's the journey that sometimes is even more important than the destination in terms of what you need to learn, in terms of the change in mindset, and so on. So you can see how goals on their own are not really perhaps the single most important thing. And obviously they are, otherwise we wouldn't do things. But actually the journey itself is, I would actually claim to say, is as important as the final destination. So when you are thinking of something that currently is difficult, or maybe you think is impossible, change it to how can I make it possible? What can I do to make the situation different? And then your brain starts working and tries to work out a way to get to your goal. And as I say, don't discount the journey. Don't think that the journey is not important, because actually the journey is as important as the final destination. Now tomorrow, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go into further details. I'm going to say a bit about how you actually go on that journey, what you need to do in order to get on that journey, because we can all try and do things, and quite often in life we get to this point, I can't, because we've tried and we haven't got to our goals enough times that we think, well, there's not even any point in trying. So tomorrow what I'm going to do is I'm going to explain how you reverse that trend in your thinking and develop the mindset of how can I, because if you have that mindset, then you're much more likely to succeed and get your goals. Okay, so look forward to seeing you tomorrow on YouTube or Facebook, wherever you are watching this. Please do comment, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, add me as a friend, chat to me on Twitter. Those web addresses should appear down below now, and I'd like to have your feedback and your experience of goal setting and mindset. It'd be very interesting to know what your angle is on this. Okay, speak to you soon. Bye for now.